Can you see everybody? Oh, you can move them.
I see me. But I don't.
We might be live.
We gonna be live for an hour and a half.
This is what I appreciate you too. Okay. There was an error loading your app. The app did not load because there appears to be something wrong with it. Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna let you fix it.
Brooks, you in there? Oh, if I moved.
Mm-hmm.
You could get it closer.
Shining, 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 shining. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why do you need help?
Is you recording? Is you recording?
No,
No,
you wouldn't know you. Oh, okay, wait. Hello.
Oh wait, I didn't turn her off.
Lexi's in the kitchen, but what's up?
Lexi's in the kitchen.
Our family's playing with fruit salad.
She ain't cooking no bacon. She don't cook.
No.
She can order you a mini takeout.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Lord, take a minute to the chair. I cannot.
Jesus.
Happy birthday to you.
She's trying to get that Mariah Carey. Remind y'all of that Christmas special, don't it? It's all the way dead.
Look.
She's back. No knee injuries or charitable harm in the making of this video.
You right, or walls.
I don't know about the wall. It's still up for debate.
You right.
Well, it's his birthday week. And who else's birthday?
My best friend. Well, this best friend and then my
Her other best friend.
the best friend.
Y'all
Baloo.
know her as a BJC.
B-I-C.
Oh,
You can't even plug in.
We're still having technical difficulties here, as you can see.
I can hear you.
Plug that in.
Listen, we live, okay?
This is why we don't give teachers 2 weeks off.
You're right.
Everything.
Well, we're here. Some of us may be queer,
Wait, what?
but we still here. It's 2018.
Yes, it is.
It's Brooke's birthday.
I was going to put blue on there. Like,
You could have put
close.
blue.
But it's your
You ain't got no
birthday.
blue icing though.
Listen, my girl does not like that.
Right, but you can't have blue without blue on it. Cause I'm tight. What's up? See, there you go.
Pass me them Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So Lexi found some extra flaming hot crunchy Cheetos.
That tastes like regular crunchy Cheetos.
That's what we're
that
thinking.
are flaming hot.
slice it.
She's not gonna be impressed. She all the way disappointed. Y'all see that hurt in her face?
I also noticed that you may notice that we change locations a lot. Area picked us out.
My
They
little
didn't want-
sister is 8.
They didn't want to become live from the American Girl layout in the office.
I'm grown.
She took out the whole room.
Yeah, the whole room. Like, the whole office. Excuse me. The whole area in which we film is now American Girl doll.
You can see her architecture designs on the website.
Right. I put on the Snapchat. On my Snapchat. These taste the same.
I told y'all.
I'm really upset because I'm like, you know, if you eat more, they get hotter. I'm gonna write a strongly worded email. You know, we follow each other on the
She's
Twitter.
gonna write a letter.
Let me write a tweet.
You gotta make sure you get the picture of the Cheetos in there at the same time.
Anywho, A lot of things have happened during this holiday season. It was like a whirlwind. 2017 was trying to get their last punches, but 2018 stepped right on in with the bullshit. One, right before or right after Christmas, Tamar, Braxton Herbert, non-Herbert.
I thought you were about to say Herbert Sherbert.
I don't know why. Basically said that Vince got his whore pregnant.
Why she gotta be wrong? Why can't she just be a mystery?
And then assumed. And then assumed.
She does.
And then assumed or said that the whore was, what's it, Laura Gabora?
Laura Govan.
Laura Govan.
Who was known to be a whore.
And she said, nah, I ain't pregnant. But she did not say that she wasn't sleeping with Vincent Herbert.
She said she did.
Oh.
No, I lied. She said she's not sleeping with him. She's never messed with him. He's not her type. And she has a man, and that's disrespectful to her man that she's keeping a secret. Apparently, he's white and rich.
Or Vincent Herbert Sherbert.
But she said she ain't pregnant.
We got at least know that she ain't pregnant.
Have some cheese balls.
Also, right at the beginning of 2018, mind you, we're on day 7. Kevin McCall, who many may remember from Chris Brown's sort of comeback in the 2013 era,
You see it?
has threatened Chris Brown once again. Apparently, somebody shot at him and in his vehicle, and he put on social media. Hold on, because y'all ain't gonna come for me. Hold on.
After about a good 13, they do get hot. Hotter.
They regular.
Nah, I got a little tear in my eye.
I done ate about 25.
Anywho,
I feel
Kevin McCall said, as quoted, Chris Brown and his seed will be in a casket if he had anything to do with me being shot. Stop playing with rumors, or I can't promise CB will make it to C29. I kept him alive for 7 years now in LA. Don't take the humbleness you see in me as a weakness, Chris.
What the baby do though?
Chris wouldn't have had a head tattoo. I don't know what that last sentence was about.
That's what it does.
Shot it and got shot, right?
So.
Oh, he wouldn't have a head 2 tattoo.
Oh, 2 tattoo. I was like,
first of all,
a head
tattoo.
That was a head tattoo.
Kevin McCall is all in Chris Brown's business to know that 1, he about to turn 29. 2, he got these head tattoos.
So basically, something wrong with both of them. We know what's wrong with Chris Brown. He has the bipolar disorder and PTSD.
And Brenda's not in a relationship with him anymore.
Breakup issues. That's not even my problem.
Not a problem. It's not a problem.
Kevin McCall, on the other hand, does have something wrong with him. And it was brought to life by a friend of mine who said that he believes that Kevin McCall suffered from CTE because if you know anybody who if you know anything about Kevin McCall before he actually started singing and songwriting and everything, he was a pretty good football player from middle school, high school, and summer college until he got injured. And CTE is chronic traumatic encephalopathy. encephalopathy. Sounded out hooked on phonics. Which basically comes from repeated head trauma. And okay, right now.
Good. Okay.
That's another story.
So back to
No, sir. Because I'm pretty sure it's going down in the ground of the year.
You accurate.
So that's later. But basically, it's repeated head. It comes from repeated head trauma. And it goes unnoticed in football players until basically they're dead and they do the autopsy and they see like you have trauma and some of your outbursts and stuff like that could come from the chronic traumatic encephalopathy. So that to me explains a lot because both of them make threats upon people, you know? And both of them have baby mamas who say that they are crazy. Well, actually, Chris Brown's baby mama is crazy as well. Crazy is as crazy does. But Eva Pinkford, who is Kevin McCall's baby mama, has like, look, no, not today, not with him. So it makes sense. I feel like he needs to go get checked out. He can come on the show and I'll check him out. Full physical exam. I'm pretty good at those.
Ma'am.
But anywho, I do feel like we should pray for them. But that was like at the end and go prayer or something that they get it all fixed up and set together because this is crazy. Moving on. Barty and Bruno.
Wait a second. Kevin got shot in his foot.
You dumb.
Because you know I like pistol whippings. But being shot in your foot is another one I'm adding to my list of things that make me laugh. How you get shot in your foot? And he said his friend accidentally did it. What were y'all doing? Or was it an accident?
Something's wrong with you. But anywho, Barty and Bruno started off your 2018 just right with the Finesse remix and video.
Not really.
First of all, you're always a pessimist in all these things. I'm trying to say that it was fun. It brought like sort of uplifted people. It was paying homage to In Living Color, which a lot of people associate good feelings to.
I don't care for the song. It didn't uplift me. You
Well,
could
you
have stayed off of it,
Okay.
honestly.
Anywho.
She was like a scammer. When you got all that in your bio,
Scammer. But basically, that song was #1. It debuted at #1, and it continues to block Justin Timberlake's weighted comeback with his song "Filthy." Mind you, it took somebody a whole nother publication to tell me, did y'all know Justin Timberlake had the song out? And I was like, nigga, no.
I thought he was still acting and directing.
it was #1 on Apple though, and I was confused because
It was #1 on Apple, and then right afterwards, it was
Finesse.
Finesse remix.
My bad. I didn't think I don't know what that is. That's kind of like a marketing thing.
I found that really funny. I read this publication, I think it was on the Grape Juice. I don't know. I follow them on Facebook. But basically they were saying like he sort of debuted it Friday. and Finesse was on Thursday, if that makes sense. And for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is today, Finesse has been number 1, and Filthy, his song, has been number 2. But they're saying the numbers between them, the actual streaming numbers, are so wide, like in comparison, like Finesse is over here, Filthy's right here. They're like, Finesse may be number 1 just in streaming numbers for a while. I find that very happy for me, and like I like Justin Timberlake a little bit sometimes, but it's just good to see that my theory is correct. Y'all love colored people stuff. Y'all just don't like us.
That's not a theory.
Where we going?
That's that.
We can go to fashion. We can go to jewelry. We can go to nail textiles. We can keep going. We ain't even gotta go music.
What does Nicki Minaj say in Motorsport about facts? There's something about whatever. Like Amari, I said that's facts, no person.
I'm going through the rest of my head. Looking at you like, I heard watch your man. Watch your mouth.
But you know hers is like 3 verses in one. She was rapping for such a long time. Because every time I listen to it on the radio, y'all would sit there and cut off Takeoff's part. He matters.
First of all,
if you just show me your titty right on the Bible, I swear I won't tell.
Just the sneaker song out.
Yeah. No, he did not. He didn't. Okay, so we had promotion.
That's the thing, like
from no promotion.
We had promotion for this song dropping with Bruno Mars and Cardi B. And because it dropped the day before, if me, myself, Alexis were Justin, I would have snuck nothing out. Because I can tell you already.
Now, what the grape juice
Right, because Cardi B is the hottest artist right now. So
exactly.
Her on
and he's not Beyonce. If Beyonce would have dropped the
songs that she did when she was still living in the Bronx,
right,
really bad is as a stripper, which is popping now. It's like she made it. Nah, bro, that song was dope.
Exactly. And this is how Beyonce is really playing. Blue Ivy's mama. Blue Ivy is setting up the world for something because Blue Ivy's mama has dropped 2 songs with 2 people. 1 song with Eminem, 1 song with Ed Sheeran. She didn't do no type of promotion for it. They just out.
Yeah, but the Ed Sheeran song been out for a while. Ed Sheeran already said he was on the song, but those people slept on it.
Right. And the one with Eminem, they're good songs. Just Beyonce hasn't said like, "Oh, I'm on it."
I don't know. Because Blue Ivy.
No, because Justin Timberlake is not Beyonce. So no.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. What the grape juice was saying is that they can't really tell with these 2 projects because Finesse, as everyone knows, or Bruno Mars project, the album came out in the end of 2016. So this is the ending or the dying part of 24 Karat Magic, his album, and 50 is the beginning of whatever Justin Timberlake is doing. So they don't know how or like what Apple is trying to do, or not Apple, but RCAA doesn't really know how to not categorize, but rank them. All right now, all they can do is just go by streaming and sales.
Right.
But yeah, so they're like sort of like it's the end of his stuff. Like it shouldn't be this big and stuff like that. And this is a long-awaited comeback for Justin Timberlake. He should be doing more numbers, and it's like not really, because nobody was really checking for Justin Timberlake track. Nobody was even thinking he was doing it. They just know like, oh, he's supposed to be performing, so we're thinking, it's old music for the Super Bowl, which is good. That could be good.
Yeah.
Because, memories. But nobody was really expecting anything new.
I mean,
the same thing with Beyonce. Nobody was really expecting anything new when Beyonce did it. And she didn't do anything new. She did old stuff. Mm-hmm. So that people were like, maybe that's what Justin Timberlake's going to do. And then you come out with this one song that everybody's like, you was doing a song?
Beyonce dropped Formation a week before.
She did. She really did. And then
She
did
did Super Bowl, yep.
But she wasn't headlining Super Bowl.
She was one of 3 headliners. They literally had 3 headliners.
Yeah, it was her, Bruno, and because it was for the 50th.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what was funny, because both of them didn't. Well, but both of them, Bruno and Beyonce, Bruno really didn't have anything out, because 24 Karat Magic came out that December or the end of that, and it was just funny. Like everybody was like, "Whoa, I gotta see it," because nobody was really.
I was like,
yeah,
the white
crew. They did the Unity song with all the colors on the stage with them.
Yes, listen, I just remember the dance with Bruno.
But I don't know. I can't say that's the end of Bruno's album, because if you look at his music lineup, every CD has been a genre, and the next song for Finesse is actually New Jack Swing Style, which is more the late 80s intro to 90s music.
No, I'm saying the end of a project.
That's what I'm saying. It's Finesse is almost like a surprise, because Living Color was 90s. New Jack Swing Style of R&B and music to also send you into the next genre for your next project. If you think about the lineup,
but I'm saying they're saying the end of like.
I'm saying not what they're saying. I'm saying if you look at the way Bruno has dropped his videos, they can't categorize it, because just technically it's Justin Timberlake's song, but it's also for Bruno almost like a setup song. Like, hey, I'm about to go hit the 90s style swing music, maybe New Jack swing music with the song, the way the song is laid out. Because a Living Color tribute, you can rock into the almost. You can also go to New Jack swing style of music in the 90s era.
Accurate. Brooks, I meant to send you this earlier. Did you know you share your birthday with the legendary New York?
Tiffany,
Nope.
New York Pollard.
I did not know that.
Y'all are
That
special.
bitch in charge.
Are we special?
Blessed.
Anywho.
Time.
Also, starting off this year, January 3rd, the long-awaited premiere of Grownish has happened with Yara Sadiqi, spinoff from Blackish. Did I say her name right?
Yara Shahidi.
Shahidi. Sorry.
Yeah, you threw me. I was like,
Don't say Shahidi.
I want to T-ball.
You took them away from me. Anyway, it's a spinoff of Blackish, and it basically goes to the depth that Blackish can't go on ABC. It is on Freeform, which is from the ABC family, and they put it. Why are you laughing?
I'm just gonna cut you.
I gave you a knife.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
What was that?
Apparently there's an inside
The
joke I don't
live
know about.
Why you?
What you doing?
That baby laugh. I don't know.
Anywho,
Right.
me and Lexi watched the premiere, and it does go in depth of. It goes a little bit deeper than Blackish can go on ABC. Words are said, things are did, drugs are used, and marijuana.
There she goes. Why do you have to have the drug episode so early?
But that's what you're doing on the first week.
That was her first experience. She's narrating it, and you can tell sort of her in the future, looking back at what's going on, because she said in the first episode, "Damn, Brooks, that's a big ass piece."
It is. So they say her.
I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business.
Anywho, so she basically says in like the first episode how she met her six friends, whatever, 6 or 7 friends, and it was a conversation that they never went back to. She said we never talked about that time ever again. So it's basically her looking back or whatever. And I think that's sort of cool. I like because I believe a lot of us, our parents, do that. They're like, oh, your Uncle Brooks is your Uncle Brooks because this one time at a band camp.
I saved your life.
My mom did it to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
One time at band camp. It's a joke, like
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh.
From American Pie.
For American Pie, right? I had to watch the movie. But I like that. A lot of people were comparing it before it came out to A Different World, spinning off from a Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I like A Different World. Sorry, my mouth is hot. These kind of are hot. They're not like, right, because it says 2 times. They're not that hot.
It's like half the time.
Right, just gives you a second to go, whoop. All right. So I love A Different World. I still watch it just like I watch The Parkers all the time. I think that this show was great because it's nothing like A Different World. If that makes sense. Like,
Bill Cosby wouldn't let A Different World get to where Grownish is.
right.
Because Debbie Allen actually said, like, Denise or Lisa Bonet got pregnant. She was married,
Right.
got pregnant. She wanted to incorporate that into the storyline. Like, this stuff that really, really happens. Bill Cosby was like, no.
But you got to think about the era, though. That's not
Right.
something that they discussed on in families at the time anyway. Whereas Grownish, if you think about it, it is like A Different World because it's taking what you do in college like A Different World did, except for what was actually discussed. And I haven't seen the premiere, but it's letting you know, hey, this happens.
Right. But it's not like A Different World and how it flows. That's what I was happy
Well,
with.
no, you're not going to go
Right.
that way because the chronology of college during that era.
No.
It's not what
Not like I'm talking about in how it flows. Like this is more of like a narration. Like it's kind of just like Blackish, but not like Blackish.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like
Yeah, true.
like they have a narration. Like you know how Blackish, like Dre is typically Dre or Bo are talking in the beginning of the show. Like you have Zoe who was talking throughout the show where it's still like Blackish, and I love that. But even the stories, but it goes back to what you just said, like the time to change.
Yeah.
So like there's a lesbian on
Right.
there, or
No,
not
she said
serious.
she's sexually fluid.
So she
You're
knows
right.
people that they do
Yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
Also, what I think about A Different World didn't just take on when Denise got that. Well, yeah, when she got to college, her storyline wasn't just her storyline because
Right.
you introduced Dwayne,
Mhm.
you introduced Dwayne's best friend, you introduced Dwayne, Whitney, you introduced everybody, and those storylines
Mhm.
stayed in the show.
Right.
Yeah, and it wasn't one-sided. Whereas Grownish now is
Right,
like it's all
Yeah.
coming from her.
She's
Yeah.
telling her experience.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
Bill Cosby was like, I need to bring all these people from different walks of life to say, hey,
Together.
when you go to college, these are all the people you may or may
Right.
not meet. And Zoe will probably get to that point, but
Right.
it won't be like they have it prevalent in the
Right.
series.
But I
where-
like that.
where,
I
you
like
know,
that.
Yeah.
It's not the same. To see all the comparisons beforehand, before people saw the show, and then to actually watching it's like, look at my girl in my head.
But you know, everybody's always going to assume because everybody wants another
A different world.
different
yeah.
world because not even just the way it tackled, just the way it brought
Yeah.
people
A
of
new
color,
light,
a
yeah.
color, different light, and different walks of life. Because, you
Like
know,
we actually do learn, bitch, and
Or
we
not even
actually
that,
have
and
experiences.
everybody's parents are broke.
Mhm.
Everybody's not the Huxtables.
Exactly.
Everybody.
We have experiences.
family.
We are
Whitney,
multifaceted.
she's mixed
Mm-hmm.
from the South. She do debutante balls. There's people that do those.
And then you have Freddie, who's
Right.
like, do what you do.
And she wants to be a lawyer.
And she wanted to be a lawyer, which was funny. I'm like, man,
So, I mean,
I need you to be able to read.
time will tell, but
Mhm.
like you said, it's her point of view, so you're gonna see her perspective from
Mhm.
having long to keep the Grownish show going on to the ending point, which her growth and change that people go through.
And I'm excited because it's like showing experiences. Like the second episode, it was 2 episodes in one. It was a 1-hour premiere. The second episode ended with Trey, which is her love interest, basically texting her the "you up" or like "you up."
Like, what happened?
And like it's funny because my mom was like, "What?" I was like, "You don't get it.
You up?
You up text
That was
make
accurate.
the break of a life."
So they
Sometimes.
I didn't see it, but then they do come to my room watch. Did any of the friends get hit with the come to my room the first week?
No,
of
it
the movie?
ended
It
with you
ended
up.
with "you up." It was the first week of college, so it
Yeah.
ended with.
No, I'm saying
Trey.
like the first day, because typically that's what happens. Typically, there's one of your friends gets hit up with the okie doke. Let's watch a movie.
Not yet.
Any Hollywood got introduced yet? Because I haven't seen it. Because typically,
Or
I
you be in
remember,
Hollywood.
that's what you call him. He's just the.
Oh no.
The drug dealer.
There's always one of those.
But he was the Hollywood one.
He's the Hollywood one. He's the over the top one.
Yeah, he has all these designer stuff, and his mom wanted him to be an engineer, and he was like, "No, I want to be Drake."
And then they did him doing the and like the Drake type music video. Yeah, it's good. He's Indian. First David was like, what is it? You just say that? And he was like Indian. She's like, I guess that one.
You used to call me on my cellular. Anyway, yeah, they got two.
Yeah.
No. So, it's like multicultural, we all the world.
And then Blue's friends, Chloe and Halle.
It's like college for real.
Oh yeah, Chloe and Halle, who also did the theme song. I appreciate that Brothers actually has a theme song.
Me too.
Because like I said,
Right. I remember my parents doing that a lot.
But I think like Freeform has a lot of most of their shows have theme songs.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And they did the theme song, and they are basically Serena Venus of track in college. They're hilarious. It was like, people call you the cup lady. She's cleaning it up. They're calling you the cup bitch.
I like
it. Them girls.
They're Blue Ivy approved.
Oh, I already know. Homegirl actually works with it.
Why am I still getting Why am I still getting Black Planet alerts?
Oh, stuff you gotta do Blue or Black Planet?
It just said, look what happened this week in 2018. I'm like,
well, y'all can find B on Black Planet.
No, the hell you can't.
Sexual chocolate 22.
I think I was Black Planet, and they were like, "Oh, we're at capacity or something." I was like, "The fuck."
I'm sorry.
That's like, have y'all ever tried to get back on MySpace?
Yes.
And see how bad is the shit?
Well, one, it doesn't look the same at all because I wanted to go back and see how my page still looks because I was one of the people who was straight up coding shit.
At 12?
Right, at 12. Well, listen, I used to go to like sophomore year high school.
Bruh.
But like coding stuff, you had your top 5 friends. You can like have like 25, but you would put it down to like 5 and they'd be a close friend to one picture.
Hey, Sydney, damn. I guess she is commenting. We can't see the comments.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's over there. Let's see if I can put.
Hey, Sydney.
Hey, gal.
What's going on?
She text you?
Yeah, she was like, she said, and I quote, I know somebody better say hey to me back. I'm like, hey, Sydney.
She did roll eyes. Yeah.
I roll.
And she smashed her lips. She just can't see it. She's like her teeth like a true Caribbean guy.
Caribbean thing.
Go back to what did you say?
Talk about your MySpace, how you want to see how laid out your top 5.
Oh yeah, how I laid out my top 5. You know, you had your favorite music in your music videos you would play as soon as you got on there.
Right, you had to code the music videos in.
Okay.
You had the glitter stars and all that.
No, I had this custom. Like I would make my own background and like throw them up in that. Listen, and it had my name real big in glitter letters. Okay.
Oh, just of
course. But like the whole page wasn't glitter, but like my name was glittered. Shout out to Brianna. I don't know if you watch it, but you said you was gonna watch.
You said you was gonna watch.
She was the one who actually taught me how to do all that coding stuff. And then as soon as, because I used to pick up the basic features, go to Google and say, "Hey girl, give me a Chris Brown page or whatever," and she was like, "Just upload this code." Brianna said, "Oh, so you go into your code and you type in this, and he'll give you the color. And you go and you find this."
I hope to hell that she is a coder and it's private.
I'm not like the rest of the world that was on my page.
Right. A lot of the
y'all left Tom to go to Facebook when Tom was trying to get y'all a job.
Right. Amen. Because listen,
I was always actually concerned. Like, look, I was really concerned that
Sydney, did you get on twice?
Yeah,
yes.
She has 2 accounts. She has 2 accounts, and she said she's gonna gonna watch from both. Shout out to Sydney.
She's a real one.
And she said hey twice. And text me. Oh, well, I know somebody that say hey back to me.
She's real.
But I was so confused because I was like, why can't I remove Tom from my friends list? I don't know this white man.
So Tom's the administrator. He
And
don't watch over
then
everybody.
I didn't know that, and I was just like,
He's like Gordon, all the groupies.
I would just like to say that for you guys who don't know, just because I'm seeing it right now, it's not really live. Like it's live, but it's delayed.
Yes, so we can upload.
so we can upload it. Would make
Oh, because I'm like, I looked up, I was like, Brooke's been moved in G's Club.
Right. The Easter Sunday laugh. I know you're fat. You know, Pastor said a joke today.
You're right, you got the pastor left. We laughing at himself. Pastor Smith. You know I don't like that.
Shout out to work Fred. Anyway, moving on. I know you've also won. Let's start off with the video that kicked off 2018. It was from this young lady named Tanya, and she was giving her testimony at church.
Oh, I saw it later, not on Thursday.
Lord. One, she really needs prayer. Y'all need to pray for her. She is a backslider.
She was saying the Lord delivered her.
No, she didn't. She said she's a backslider. Y'all pray for her. And I just
I
want,
need to pray for the church.
I just want somebody to explain to me why she had to explain to me what oral sex was.
I mean, if she said, come give your testimony, she giving all of her testimony.
You know who my babe.
We shouldn't be laughing at her. I'm laughing at the situation because in my head, I'm like, well, why wouldn't y'all let her give her testimony?
I'm laughing at both.
Because like people need to know that some people doing oral sex with their mouths looking on men's balls in the church.
Sitting right next to you in a full Sunday get up talking about the deacon is great.
Exactly. So why can't she give her testimony? And then my mom was like, she could have stopped that prostitute. And our imaginations would have went wild. We see that you're not fully delivered, but you want it.
So y'all didn't want her to, so what you're saying is they didn't want her to give her
I
testimony.
was licking balls.
So they didn't want her full testimony pretty much.
Exactly. But my mom was saying, and she's an evangelist, was basically saying like, you could say prostitute, like she could have went to prostituting, we would have went, our imaginations would have went.
Right.
She was like, it was sort of the man's fault because he could have stopped her at prostituting, but when she went into, I was doing oral sex with my mouth and licking men's balls. That's what he wanted to stop. He had control of the mic the whole time. He could have stopped that prostitute.
No, we going.
He could have stopped her at doing oral sex with my mouth because you hear it's only getting worse. So she was like, I don't blame the lady. I blame him.
I know.
But what if that sounds like that's not the spirit that came over to her to tell your truth. And your testimony is tell the truth. How do you know? I don't know what they told her.
Look, but it started off with that, and the first meme was Steve Harvey and this all white Olivia Pope. It was basically somebody put up under his Angela.
All I know is somebody sent it to me, and I saw the picture, but I didn't see the meme. I was like, who Taylor Steve Harvey?
Ooh, not me, May. Not I said like that. Whew. But going on to another viral video and another viral person. Amara La Negra, which she was premiered or debuted. You've seen her on the first episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami with Trick Daddy and Trina.
Take it to the house.
They came out recommending.
Take it to the house. It is?
Yes, but this is what pisses me off though, because I know it's VH1 fault. They had Trina come out first. You know, her verse comes second. The Trick Daddy came out, and I was just like, first of all, it is a call and a response. He needs to call so we can respond. But I got over it.
And also, let's be honest, who really want to see Trick Daddy walk out first right now?
You're right, but listen.
That Lucas is putting him through it.
And that boom is not helping. My part. Nah, I don't want to talk about it.
What happened?
And the song, like at the beginning, where he's like, I don't know, motherfucking trick. You know that smell like boogie and shit. At the end of the song, it's like, I'm okay. Like, I'm all good.
Right.
I want to talk to him. You know
I'm
what I'm
over this.
motherfucking saying.
Anyway, so Amara La Negra was on here, and she is a proud Latina, but she's also saying or being a proud Black woman. If you've seen her, you probably have. She's been going around and around. She's basically probably like my skin complexion. She really is like Black Barbie. She has the features of Barbie in her face. She's just Black. Beautiful girl. And this video is this man whom we're not going to give him publicity. Basically, we don't know his name. We don't know him. But basically saying, like, I don't understand why you have all this afro. Like, what is all this Black power stuff? And she was like, I don't know if you know this, but nigga, I'm Black.
She's looking like Afro-Latina.
And yeah, she's Afro-Latina. And he was like, oh, it's the Afro because you have an Afro. And basically, like, ignorant stuff.
Right.
She was like,
what is that?
Too close to, like, going off.
He's not melanin?
He's Latino.
How? Because has he not paid attention to the Caribbean? Because Cubans are definitely like Dominicans. You can go. I can go down this South America. If you're from South America, both sides.
Be that. My badness.
I said I'm going from where she's from. I'm just saying, like, where she is, they're prevalent out in the area, and if he knows its history, he knows
exactly. So it's ignorant
in that culture.
It's so ignorant of him to sit there and like look at her like, well, why are you doing all of this? Like, this is not necessary. And she's looking at him like, what am I supposed to do?
What you are.
It's what I am. This is my hair texture. This is my skin. Which other people, another viral thing went out about her was basically that she was in blackface because her features look very European.
Mm-hmm. Her skin is so smooth
and has a olive undertone to the point like if you see somebody in blackface and their olive undertone peeks out up under that paint, it looks like that. But she was like, okay, well, let me show you when I was a baby.
Right.
And
people don't believe in two-tone.
Nope.
You lighten up in the winter and dark.
No, it's not even that. It's not the lightness. She just has a
very olive undertone.
Right. So it almost looks as if she could be blackface.
If you knew about that,
I got you.
We got you. If you knew about foundation, though.
10.5 4 sisters. I do know about foundation.
But
did you get it? When I said she has like such an olive undertone.
I got it. But I'm trying to understand why they think it's such a big deal. Because I have family members that have that same undertone. So like it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't look to me. It doesn't come off as over European features.
That's what people are saying. That's why we're bringing it up. Like,
I guess because I'm used to seeing it, so it don't,
exactly.
It's not over the top to me from what it sounds like.
Right.
I also don't know what she looks like. So.
I'm about to show you. Of course, Kid Fury. Kid Fury.
Oh.
That's not a good picture.
You have to see her face, and I'm not sitting there looking at you like, what?
I mean, she looks like
a Black woman.
I mean, she looks like a few months, and you look like.
So that's why I don't understand either. But other people, I see because of her skin tone and the complexity of it, I guess, that people are thinking like, oh, you just put a whole bunch of foundation over your face because when white people do it, they tend to look like that. But she's like, no, this is me.
You got good skin, clear skin.
I drink water,
Right.
and I wash my face. And I wash my face. And yeah, her whole mama on the stove, not speaking English. So if I'm pretty sure if my mom was on the show, see me in blackface, she would be like, "What are you doing?"
I mean,
get me
even
out.
her kid, her little video she got up there,
Yeah.
she looked the same. So
Exactly.
That's why she posted it. Like, we have a baby, so y'all can understand.
I guess because it just reminds me of women's from the 80s, 70s, and 80s that look like this. Like this isn't a new feature that we just developed this year.
I'm a frequenter of the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, but you are.
Family there. I'm from there spiritually. I think that, but one, coming from going there, they have a lot of racial issues there.
Right. But they've always had that.
Exactly. And there's definitely a huge divide between Dominicans and Haitians. And there are Dominicans there that are just dark.
Yeah.
And it's like, my family isn't Haitian.
Right.
I'm just dark. Like, go back to slavery.
Yeah.
When we all was basically put here.
Yeah, we all touched those places.
Exactly.
Ships went there.
Exactly. So that's like a whole nother conversation that people have to now get educated to, because it's like, I mean, if you just do your damn
if y'all agree that Christopher Columbus didn't land in Florida, how do y'all not see that they make some stops along the way to get some food?
Exactly.
Maybe get some water, get some mangoes, some coconuts. We had to bring some of this stuff from somewhere.
Exactly. A cruise ship from New York to Bahamas still stop in Miami.
It really does. I thought about that when you said that. I was like, it really does come down to the whole problem.
But you gotta make a stop.
Right. So I mean, I guess that's because I first time seeing it.
Good, Sydney. Thank you for hearing your shout out.
Shout out to the ones sending the messages through text.
So
she is beautiful. Mind your business. Keep your things to yourself.
I mean, pretty much. You said something.
As you can see, niggas ain't playing in 2018. You're not going to get past much. A lot of things are going to be said. I really think, I see this in the future, like a white person just want to be punched in the mouth or say something slick.
That's already happened.
Yeah, but it's going to be actually like recorded, and it's going to be a frequent thing. Like today on Tuesday, Todd got punched the fuck out because he said something slick to Tyrone.
I guess I've been seeing a lot of white people punch out white people.
Today on Wednesday, like I feel like it's going to be like a frequent thing, because even like not even just black people who really believe in basic human rights are just tired of some shit that people have been saying and doing. And then you need to turn off the damn reader or something.
Keep popping the streets, please.
Campus is closed tomorrow for Kennesaw State. Mine is the first day of school.
Well, guess we got tomorrow.
Bitch. You for Kennesaw State? No. Keep going. It goes to the ground of the gears.
Ooh, God, the gear get low.
So basically, as you can see, that society's not taking it anymore. We have this clown still in office. This nigga told us that since it's cold, we need the global warming.
I'm all for leaving the
I
climate.
want Trump to go to Chicago.
I just want the climate to stay in place.
One place and allow me to call my cousin Kim.
I just want to stay. No, I want him to stay in control.
Of what?
Because I don't like the one behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Have y'all seen
He's so much
Survivor?
Yeah, I'm talking about it a little bit.
Listen, first episode, if that could happen.
Of what?
Designated Survivor. Let me give you the backstory. All of the people, everybody,
Oh, yeah.
come together.
Yeah.
There's a bomb and it kills everybody. And the whole random ass dude gets put in presidency.
Yeah, some random dude they picked up. I heard about that.
Let me be in the right place at the right time.
You.
Right.
Okay. I already had a bag.
My bag already packed up.
I'm ready. Come on. Oh Lord. But yeah, so this clown is in place. Later. But so people are see like this is going to be in set, and he's doing things to set his people up. Who poor white people think it's them, but nigga, no, it's actually that rich rapper that you despise, right? Who's getting the tax cut, not you. But
take off, okay.
Yeah, me and Quavo, we good. But it's like we see that this is not going to change anytime soon. Besides us voting November for a new candidacy in Congress and the House.
Educated voting.
And because all the seats are up.
Tina fucking camera.
Educated voting. I don't promote just voting. I promote educated voting.
Because all the seats are up for grabs. All of the seats are up for grabs. But we're seeing that like nothing's really going to change. Y'all going to keep on doing this blatant disrespectful stuff. So instead of us being polite and politically correct to y'all, we're just going to start like fighting. Not necessarily fighting, but like fighting with words. And if it does need to become physical, I fight.
I don't exchange words. I walk away. I don't have time.
Or fight.
That either. I'm more of a going to get you out the way and keep walking. I don't have time to mess with you.
So here are some things that I'm not going to take in 2018 since one of the words for 2018 is low tolerance or ignorance. That's a statement. But I will no longer tolerate non-blended foundation. Uneven eyebrows.
Come on.
Showing lace front.
Woo!
Leave out, not matching. Lashes. Destroyed. Overlined lips.
Can I have one? Too much concealed eyebrows. Too light concealed.
No halo eyebrows. Y'all got something else to add?
I know what I'm supposed to add to your makeup, right?
It's not makeup.
Right.
It's not makeup. It's stuff that you're not going to tolerate. I'm not going to tolerate somebody fucking with my money anymore. Like you will. I fight.
Amen. High five on that one. Meet me there. Amen.
I fight. You're not going to talk to me like I'm dumb and there's Google readily available.
Listen.
To actually vote neutrality all the way. You're not going to talk to me like I'm dumb.
I'm not going to tolerate mamas who don't take care of their kids and then will have something to say. Yeah, when I get them together.
I'm not going to tolerate people not checking their child's homework during.
Ooh, I'm not going to tolerate Drea. Tina Campbell, Cassette Michelle. Stacey Dash, Omarosa.
Condoleezza. Actually, she hasn't said anything.
She been keeping her mouth closed.
She understands.
You were on a good deal.
I'm not going to tolerate people who don't drink water.
Look.
That's their personal choice.
Yes, but I don't have to tolerate you.
Right.
I ain't tolerate you before because it ain't none of my business. But you want to die, you go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't kill yourself.
I'm also not going to tolerate people who tell me or give me like hair advice.
Okay.
1, don't got hair texture like mine. 2, don't have hair. 3, don't do their hair. 4, who look a hot mess. And 5, you know who you are.
I'm not going to tolerate niggas who
You could have stopped there.
who have high standards but don't have them standards for their life.
It's the guy and girls. Make sure clearing up the nigga standpoint. Making sure they all hear it.
Women too.
Yes. Yes. That includes.
Like,
I'm gonna piggyback on this one. If you said I don't drink drug dealers, you walking down the street with a drug dealer. If he ain't got his shit together financially, but he's still trapping on the corner for the last 15 years, all your requirements that they have to have, 6'2", 125 pounds, slightly chubby, whatever,
I can push you over.
whatever your requirements are, and you do the opposite, I'm just gonna look at you like I already do now. Keep walking. Like you look to the right. Let's see, what else do I?
I was gonna come in strong this year, okay? But I don't text back and let me.
Oh, that too. I don't
tolerate people.
I'm not tolerating the no text back. Don't tell me because I'm tired of seeing it. I'm leaving this at 8:20. You want a man to approach you correctly, give you his number or get your number, and then when they reach out, you go ghost.
I'm not tolerating white men to call me they chocolate goddess.
I didn't want to make it, so.
Then don't take the number.
I did it.
Don't give the number.
Yeah,
I did it.
I'm not using that one.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
I mean, because everybody's quick to say, dudes don't know how to approach a woman and vice versa. I'm also leaving behind, because I left it before it even started, that new me shit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Ain't nothing changed.
If your mindset ain't changed.
I mean, not even the mindset. All you did was add new goals. You didn't change you didn't change all of 12 hours. You gotta work at midnight, afternoon.
I
Not coming to your party.
Right.
said last year that I was leaving Poor Decisions in 2018. I mean, in 2017, 2016. And I did. I want to leave them in 2017, but I challenge you to leave your Poor Decisions. As in, you've been arrested, you have a job to do a drug test, and you continue to do drugs, and then every month, every single month, you running behind to go take them Gatorade type drinks, cleanses to cleanse your system.
You paying people for their pee.
Right. Hiding it in eye contact.
Cash is cash. You know, people nowadays, they struggling.
Which is a really good idea. My friend, she thought about that one. Listen,
Can you sell it on Craigslist?
No, I'm done.
oh, that is profitable.
I'm
I'm
done.
telling you, my friend, she did it. She put in eye contact solution container.
Yo, I can't with them.
But I just don't like those people who keep having to do those things. You know, like
Exactly.
learn from your poor decisions and keep moving.
Like, think about it. I'm not tolerating niggas who still yell out boom game after a poor decision.
Wait, people yell that out?
Like Trick Daddy.
People yell that boot game stuff out for real?
Yes.
Let me tell you what bunk is. Bunk is weed laced with cocaine.
Or as Shaka Khan calls it, a cocoa puff.
What they yelling out is the stealing part. The boot game, that's the whole.
That's just the
They
steal.
steal.
Still what?
They take your stuff.
Anything. Boom game shit, nigga.
Right, but they steal your stuff and run out the door.
Like they'll get a haircut and you know the person's like,
So instead of paying for it, you still free
Right.
haircut. Boot game.
or you run out on a check at a restaurant.
First of all, you need your butt beat.
Sydney says she's leaving behind polite fuckboy
And dog.
and dog.
I saw dog.
and dog filters.
Oh, dang it.
Amen.
Polite
Amen.
fuckboy.
I was thinking back
What's a
now.
polite fuckboy? I want to hear this.
Basically, Lawrence from Insecure. You think that you're a good person because you never really cheated on anybody, you never really did anything outside, but your mindset is still to fuck over a girl. So that
Still not honest.
you're still not honest.
How do you fuck her over though?
Basically, he was laying up with her, kept on telling her he didn't want another relationship, but you're still coming over to her house and allowing her to invite you places instead of putting that boundary, an actual boundary up, saying no.
Right. He wasn't saying that he didn't want another relationship.
Oh, so
We talking about which one? We talking about the one that's. I know. We talking about the one that she was dating, or the the one that she was messing around with.
No, Lawrence,
the
one she was in a relationship with, but when they
broke up,
right,
he went and basically sort of fucked over another girl. The bank
yeah,
remember that? The bank teller girl.
Season 2.
And she was like, you ain't.
I get what I'm listening.
And Sydney said, "Yep, insecure."
Let's be honest. I'm debate that one. He told her, "I got a girlfriend," and
no, he never told her. He never said he didn't want to be in another relationship.
I mean, when he would come to the bank.
No, it was afterwards. We were talking about after.
Right.
I got that, but you also forgetting one key part. She knew that he just left something, so don't put yourself in the situation to be with the polite fuckboy. If you know that he just broke his heart. I'm sorry, we're dudes. We're not that. We can't conceal shit. Let's be honest. y'all know way more stuff before they even tell you.
Okay.
And still, like, I understand that. I really do, but like, let your actions follow your words. If you're telling me you don't want a relationship, don't come to my house acting like
that also goes with
the
thing of people that have these expectations.
Yeah, but don't like if for me, if you're really saying you don't want a relationship, cool, don't want a relationship, but don't sit there and call me at random nights, on random nights, try to get meals, coming over and making yourself at home. Like, that is showing me different than what you're saying. So it's like, I'm basically what?
So it's polite fuck boys and polite fuck girls.
I mean, for her,
I don't
it's just boys.
You know what this all sounds like?
What's up?
What is it?
They just be leaving you on, and she keeps saying there's dots. So I'm just gonna wait for her.
Clearly, somebody's been desperate.
Hold on, keep your vaginas closed. All 2018.
What happened?
Dude.
I'm talking about the one we're leaving behind. Yeah, then everybody not gonna really do that.
I say, I'm leaving behind.
I thought she was already left behind in 2017 on her own.
She was, but then this year in 2017, she tried to do some other stuff, but like, don't bring that to 2018.
Go back to playing the guitar.
Exactly. I mean, just find a genre and stick. Like, I get like people cross over into stuff, but it's like it's almost like she's contradicting herself. Like, it's, oh, I'm this country humble pop singer, but then like now it's like, yeah, I'm that bitch. I don't know. I don't like it. I've never back when I was in high school, I think is when she started coming out.
Yeah.
I never liked it. I never could see what other people saw. She always looked weird to me, and that was probably another reason why. Because I'm like, something is wrong with your face. And I was like, that's some white people stuff. Yeah. But then her music, I cannot tell you a Taylor Swift song that I like, because, and I've really tried, and I'm just like, I've never caught it. Mm-hmm. And then the whole thing was like her taking Michael Jackson's award, and then like the Kanye West thing, and you know, it's just like, for you to not acknowledge that situation really did blow up her career, like. But for you to just I don't know. And then she released her album on my birthday, and I'm still pissed.
So now we got the root of the real problem. It's because you dropped your album on her birthday. You took her shine.
Yeah, take my shine. It's just I don't like you. But it's for Kanye West. I think because the album is supposed to take shots. I haven't listened to the album, so allegedly. The album allegedly takes a bunch of shots at Kanye West.
I don't think I'm ever going to listen to it. So.
Right. That was the anniversary of his mom's death. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, even when it came out, when she said she was releasing it on that date, it's like, okay, because let's just say you didn't know. which I highly doubt. There's a whole bunch of Fridays that she could have released that. She could have even released it on Thursday, you know? But it's just, I don't know.
So Taylor Swift's getting left. So we got
Yeah.
all the bad, yes, I want to word it.
Mm-hmm.
All the bad hair, makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I believe behind Logan Paul
and Jeffree Star,
basically, and Jeffree Star, because y'all are disrespectful to any and every culture that you come in contact with, and you think it's okay because you're Caucasian. But one day, somebody, it's not even gonna be a black person. It's gonna be a motherfucking Filipino come up and like knock the shit out of you.
I was just about to say, my dad is currently, you guys know, my dad is in Thailand. My dad said it's crazy because out there they really do love black people, because black people come out there with manners and they're respectful and they're caring. And white people aren't. Like, and it's not to say all white people aren't, but when you have a group of large groups of white young travelers going out there, disrespecting people, talking down to people, not even trying to learn the culture, but just out there for a show. He was like, they're just so disrespectful. And it's like, after seeing this Logan Paul stuff come out, and it's just like, it is constant disrespect for people. And it's, I say it all the time.
I take offense with that one because he's been doing that since he came out. His thing has not changed.
I know who he was.
He has not changed who he was. He literally said from his first blog, I will show you every crazy thing I do. And he has not changed it. He has not changed any of the stuff. What they let him do, he does.
But mind you, he has disrespected black culture before. It took him going to Japan and disrespecting them. Where people were like,
It wasn't even Japan. It wasn't the Japan thing. It was the fact that he was in the woods. I watched that with somebody. And he literally walked there. They're camping out in, quote unquote, it's called the Suicide Woods. The name of the woods is called Suicide Woods.
That's in the
Japan.
Yeah.
They went to Japan on New Year's supposedly to go camping. He wanted to go back to Japan. I'm not saying he had disrespected them before, but he went back to Japan. They went and camped in Suicide Woods. Well, what they find while walking, they find somebody that had did it. He did release the video, give or take. So he did catch backlash for that. But it's still, I still sit there like, he told y'all what he was going to do. Anything and everything that could happen, they were just going to release it. He wasn't going to edit it. He just releases it.
My thing was, because I don't think he does edit anything, but he says that it was just a poor judgment. But somebody was like, you recorded it, you took your SD card out, you put that in there, and you watched it upload. During all that time, you could have thought, you know what, let me not put that up. So this was another white girl. She was like, so you sitting here saying that you just didn't think about it. It's true. You weren't trying to think about it because you're a rude piece of shit. And I was like, damn.
But I don't even agree with that because y'all say y'all want reality television. Y'all want stuff that happens live in person. If you're somebody that does that does live, does streaming, does shows your life every day, you don't think, because this is what happens. People do that every day. Every day somebody does something similar to that. Half the time they go unnoticed for weeks, months, years. I get it now. It was disrespectful how I did. I get it. I understand where people are coming from, but it also plays into the devil's advocate. You can't say and I'm throwing society out as in the whole. You want this lifestyle, loving hip hop. You want these reality type stuff. Even if it's scripted, you want as much close to reality as you can possibly get drama wise. And then when somebody releases something that you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Now it's like, wait, that was distasteful. Well, we got a whole bunch of distasteful stuff that happens every day. And we watch it every day and we don't react. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying he's not disrespectful, honestly. There ain't nothing new. Like he's been over the top.
I get it. I think that I did not watch it. I did not care to watch anything about this. And that's why I brought up Jeffree Star. Even the recent stuff that happened with Jeffree Star, or recent-ish, I didn't really pay attention to it. But I remember previous stuff that happened with Jeffree Star when he was like working with Kat Von D and she cut him off.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, what the hell did he do? Because I like the Pocket Foundation. And it was just like comments that were being made. And I remember thinking then, like, just looking over in general stuff that I personally have experienced with going to like a majority white school. All white school. That there is a sense of we call it white privilege, and that's what it is, but there's like a sense of white is right. when y'all know I say white's not right.
Yeah.
But it's a sense of they really are the majority.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time. If you look at the world, white people are not the majority. They never have been.
Yeah. But
because in their mind they are, they created this so-called power. And then it's basically like flooded the world. But like, listen, if all of us got together and took them out, I would be here for it.
I don't promote violence, honestly. I just promote handling your business.
Amen.
Excuse me, you need to plug up your thing.
It's about to die.
It's about to die. And I told you this.
Yeah, I should have never kept it on the wall. Thanks, Brooks.
Is it gonna reach?
Probably not.
We probably have to switch.
No, just scoot the thing over.
We're gonna be very close in person now. We're not taking dead batteries
In
2018.
I'm gonna just listen to the rest of the episode.
No, but I did really good on my highlight today. This is LeBron's by Jackiana. That is something that we are to take with us in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Probably 28.
Let's see, what if somebody leaving behind?
I'm
no
leaving.
Support.
True. What do you mean by no support? Like,
So don't say that can be that if that's what you feel like support means. But not even that. Like if you know your friend has something and you want to be there for them, then truly be there for them. They tell you is this, is that. That's what it is. If you don't like it, I actually see you with dude. I'm like, what they see you, right?
I'm looking. I was trying to see what's going on.
I would like to leave and wait. What? What are we doing?
We're doing what we do behind it.
Well,
you're not
taking.
I'm not taking. Bringing whatever. Like moisturizers and hair products that start with water is an ingredient because most of the time the product is full of water and it's really not that nourishing for your body or like your skin, which is why for my skin I like to use oils. And for my hair, which I kind of look like a crazy person or a dude, I have this hair wrap on because I have a natural protective style going on.
Look at it. Protection.
Yes. And I use like 6 different moisturizers for my hair. I'm proud of myself. I had it in here for 2 days, so it can be real curly tomorrow.
Well, what are you doing?
Really not going over tomorrow.
What are you not taking?
Oh, I said products that solve water.
Sorry, water. Leave all the water based.
Yeah, I'm not taking people who steal statuses and use them as their own to get likes and notifications and stuff. When I follow the person when I follow the person that you stole it from, you're not giving credit. Like
you should not give credit. Okay.
Like you like what they said and that you want to put that on your page, but like you have to quote and citate your post. I made up that word.
Works cited page. We need a footnote or an endnote.
Or I've always appreciated when someone is like, "Oh, I want to use your caption." They're like, "I want to use your caption," or "Oh, I'm gonna use this." And it's like, okay.
I just tag them in it.
Yeah.
I don't care, but
so you put your back to the source.
Because what are these statuses about? Like, is it like a quote?
So there are some.
Mind my business.
So some people. I've seen this little statement going around and about Facebook and or Instagram. I don't know who originated it, but like this is like my 5th time seeing it. And somebody had wrote without citating. You got to be able to snatch a soul without sex. And like,
I don't like you because now I get it.
Several people have,
created their own.
And there was probably one black man in his jail cell that probably wrote this on the Facebook.
That is accurate.
I mean, that makes sense because he got to write letters or messages. He can't really go snatch it.
That
So-
is accurate.
So it's probably he probably wrote that on his POF page with his pictures that he posted,
Facebook.
his fake Facebook that he ain't supposed to
From the
have.
abs down because you can't see his face.
Yeah, and with his whole suit on for recreation. And like you need to give Tyrone his credit because when he come out, he needs to be
What's up, Tyree?
What we not gonna take in 2018 is men randomly calling somebody. You know what? I'ma wait. I'ma wait.
Can I have a slither of that cookie cake?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the what we not gonna take, but I'ma wait. But there's so many things.
A whole sliver of half.
That's perfect.
Give me the other half. You got some caramel.
I do. In my refrigerator.
She likes some hot caramel. That is not supposed to be taken that way. I'm gonna need y'all not to think that way. We believe in that whole.
No, you don't do sugar over there because that causes yeast infections and stuff. And what you know, ain't nobody got time to go to the doctor
Right.
all the time when Trump done took away Obamacare, and now I still got to pay $400 for one person a month just so I can make sure that I live and I'm able to live without being broke. We ain't got it. But there's so many things that we don't have to tolerate in general. And it shouldn't take a new year for you to be like, I'm not going to take this. So during 2018, if you see or you feel or you notice something in your life that's not going right and you're like, oh, I can't keep on doing this, you stop tolerating it that day. It doesn't matter if it's like March 2nd. It doesn't matter if it's August 3rd. It doesn't matter if it's December 31st, 2018. You have to fix
It ain't
it.
nothing to cut that off.
We ain't tolerating waiting and suffering in 2018. I'm gonna punch you in your face if you come to me.
All the views and opinions expressed 2 seconds ago, I agree with everybody at the table.
If you come to me talking about something that you've been going through since 2016, I'm really going to strangle you because you don't have to sit there and take this anymore. We in 2018. My favorite number is 2018.
You know,
We ain't got to take shit.
you got the P.O. box. Just so you know.
Oh, what I'm also not taking is people not understanding their bullshit and self-awareness. And then
You leave all the self-awareness
no, I'm saying like that
Oh, they
you're
don't
not
understand.
self-aware.
Gotcha.
You don't
Okay,
understand
okay,
that you're
okay.
full of shit.
I just want to
And
go.
I'm also not taking you being offended by how somebody reacts to your bullshit.
I'm not taking with me people who don't help other people. And I mean, it can be with the simplest things. Like if you hear somebody say accent, go ahead and say, baby, it's not accent, it's asking. Or say, what? What?
What you asking?
What?
Cut some
Who are you
wood.
killing?
You cutting some wood.
What are you asking? Like,
So we leave
I
that.
know that conversate is a word, but it's still not a word in my book. So tell your friends that the word is converse.
Well,
they're looking
conversating
for.
the speaking version. It's like the written word, ain't it?
Huh?
Is that what you use when you actually write something down?
Conversate.
I mean, like you. Well, they also saying it wrong.
Conversate.
Right. Now that I hear it, I'm like, wait, like what?
Exactly.
What you conversate?
Exactly.
Well, we have gotten to that point. I mean, it probably sounded like we're doing grind of the gears all the time, but we weren't. But because we've come to that point to the show.
It's ABS.
No school tomorrow.
Well, Kit has to tell us that there's none.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. Let's get the grind on the gears. This is a part of that message that goes to my grind of the gears.
No, I feel like we should let Lexi go first.
go ahead and go.
Mine is Trump in traffic in Atlanta because of the game. I actually did watch the UGA versus Oklahoma game. Let me tell you, that was tense. Okay, double overtime, and I watched from beginning to end, and I had snacks.
I was there with Quavo.
This one. Also, I watched part of the Alabama Clemson game, which was also good, but it was very clear, like third quarter, like Alabama was gonna win. So let's jump to Trump's unfortunate ass is coming to Atlanta.
This bitch ass nigga don't even need to be down here. He don't even know what the fuck going on.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure he don't even know who really playing.
Exactly. So you can go back like a year from like February and check the episode because I discussed this. Okay, the last time Trump's son was here, I don't know his name, but he was a Trump's son. It takes me 26 minutes to go from my mama's old house to my daddy's house. This one particular night, it took me an hour and a half to go from my mama's house to my daddy's house. And this is what pisses me off because no one would tell me why. They said the interstate, my mom used to live like in Atlanta, like, well, we live in Atlanta now, in the city, like downtown, midtown. So then I would have to go to the interstate, hop on the interstate, to go to the Camp Creek area, 26 minutes. Trump's son had the interstate shut down. I mean, 20, 285, 85, just so he can go from like Georgia Tech to the airport. First of all, nobody cared that you were here.
Nobody told your ass to be here.
Exactly. And so I also remember on my birthday, 2016, my good friend Joe Biden was in town. And this is what I appreciate because he had some sense. Like Trump's, like the presidential brigade or whatever that they blocked. That they blocked to like allow them to go to and from their destinations typically cuts down both sides of the interstate.
Yeah.
So for like, you can be sitting for hours. Yeah. It took me so long to get to the interstate because every time, no one told me that all the interstates were closed. So every time I was trying to get on the interstate, they were like, big turnaround. So I was just driving around downtown for an hour and a half.
That's a big ass circle, just so you know.
Exactly. Just trying to go to my dad's house. So finally I was just like, go to work, but go from here to work and take the streetway from work to my dad. And it took a very long time because everybody else is trying to do these same things.
Yeah.
So when my good friend Joe Biden was here, he told them to only cut off the interstate he was using at the moment. And he was like, and what they did for every bridge, because they were like snipers and stuff like that. So they just had police present on every bridge and they were basically shutting them. He was like moving slow as he was like driving.
So you get ahead.
Exactly. So that like every 5 were set and ready for him to come down. So it was like a trail. Yeah. I appreciate this. Like one, I got to see all of this.
So like coming to America when they shut down one side of New York.
Exactly. But it was on my birthday. So I felt like I got to see Joe Biden on my birthday. Not really. But but that was just, but also I had a birthday dinner, like a family birthday dinner, and I was worried that we wouldn't be able to make it to our destination and coming from my daddy's house back to Midtown. And we did because he only shut down one side. It was real small. I actually think it was 2015. It was real small and it allowed us to get there. And so I'm just like, I know Trump's ass is not going to be that polite. Because his son wasn't.
I mean,
he's never going to be that.
And then on top of that, we already have.
He's going to land on the field with a helicopter.
Right. But
in the middle of the field.
They're still going to shut down the interstate.
In the middle of the game. It's going to be his first 10 minutes of the game.
I hope it's a big fly off. Don't have family that's attending that game, so if certain situation wanted to take place, that'd be fine.
Can we please let all the people out of the stadium first while she?
Right,
please.
Why not long be there?
That's not involved.
Oh, Huncho. Okay, never mind. Here's hotel.
Can we please let all the workers that work in the hotel?
You're right.
And some of the guests. She clearly didn't go to church today.
I really did it.
I was just kidding. I was so kidding.
So, it just really grounded because we already have traffic. Like, I'm just not ready for tomorrow, but we're already going to have traffic. And then on top of that, we already have to deal game traffic, and
Right.
now we have Trump traffic.
We
But
don't even
bitch,
know
now
what-
there's a winter storm coming. That's what the text was about.
So
I thought it was because of the game, because they were closing stuff down because of the game. No.
That's why we can't.
APS said
Make sure all you G-Dot folks stay nice and warm.
APS is canceling school for Monday, January 8th, and all after-school activities. Recent weather forecasts indicate possible winter weather, including light freezing rain for the Atlanta metro area. We look forward to seeing you all back on Tuesday. So, I'm about to send my boss a text message.
just send eyes.
I'll see you Tuesday. Right.
Tuesday,
I see you Tuesday. Also, I started teaching on Wednesday. I'm excited. Go ahead.
Hope all the students watch the podcast.
Not at all.
You're the new set.
Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah, you said.
I'm
Shout out to
telling
the O-Set if y'all still listening.
They do, because I get text messages like, that's all.
She won't tell us your name, so we can't give you a shout out, but drop your name in the comments.
Jamonte.
Drop your name in the comments. You
Hey,
get a shout out.
hey, friends.
What's up, Brian? Shut the fuck up, Tyreek.
But it happened again.
It did again.
Remember, you were with me.
Like,
Same person, huh?
I don't know who that nigga was.
that's right. I forgot he did this. Nah, Gradation. I'm like, no. I'm actually pretty good.
Y'all so blessed.
I ain't got nothing to.
You want me to take yours?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do double. Go ahead.
The other one is no. My new year started off really rough. Okay, Trump, but like also it started rough once because literally like New Year's Day, I was balling. Like I checked my bank account. Like, Alexis, I am proud of you. Let me tell you what happened January 2nd. I mean, every type of subscription that I paid for in a year advance decided it was coming out. And I was like, I bought you June 2017. Why you go ahead and taking your subscription out now? I mean, like so many, like back to back to back. I
They
was
said
like,
New Year, new charge.
what is this? But that's not the case. I have a car
Oh, here we go.
that I purchased. I'm not gonna say their name yet.
A couple months ago.
Right. A year and 3 months ago, I purchased a car. I love my little car sometimes. My car recently started having issues. I got into a car accident, took my car to get fixed. While they were fixing it, they said, girl, transmission. I said, warranty. Okay. So I took it back to where I purchased my car because under my warranty, they have to fix it. I just paid my $250. Okay. They had my car from December 18th to January 2nd. Right? December 18th to January 2nd. I didn't see my car until January 3rd. I attempted to drive it January 4th, and it wouldn't start. Okay? It was freezing in Atlanta. My dumb behind definitely said, oh, my car is cold. That's not a thing. I
Cold
wholeheartedly.
starts are a thing, first off. But I don't, their car being cold to tell. I just stopped it.
Yeah, it made sense. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just call AAA because they can warm my car up.
Mm-hmm.
AAA gets here,
Warm her car up.
and he was like, we don't do that. I was like, but my car is cold. He was like, your battery is broken. And then I was like, listen, it's not my battery, because I hopped in that car and I tried to start that battery and all the lights came on. It's definitely not the battery.
Car is cold.
I know this. The car is cold. It might be something else. But I said it's also not the starter, because he was about to open his mouth and say it was the starter. It's also not the starter because I know starter things. Hey friend.
Hey, Terrell.
What up?
So then jump to he does something, clicks something, does something. And basically we find out it's the stability track that's connected to the transmission. So now I have to get my car towed back to the place that I purchased the car for them to fix it. I called them there, and the dude, first of all, I called them. They made me leave a voicemail. Never had to do it in my life. They called me back. Do you know that this man had an attitude with me?
What an attitude with you?
Why you had an attitude? That's what I still don't know why this. I understand you had a rough day, but let me tell you how you about to accept my car. I did absolutely nothing wrong with you. You guys had one job, and that one job was to what?
Fix my car.
Exactly. It's not fixed. Also, I don't have a car currently because they don't work on the weekends.
Yeah, that's true. They do. Their department's closed.
I don't care. They didn't give me a loaner. This is the thing. You did not fix my car properly. Therefore, I need a replacement to replace the car that you did not fix properly. Yeah. But because you said you could not get to my car until this upcoming week, I can't get a replacement car. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
You already gave me a rental, and I had to return the rental because you gave me my car back. But my car still isn't fixed, but I can't get a replacement car.
Right.
That's why I'm pissed. And so I called them again today, and I told them that y'all is dumb, and I want to hold the car. And they said they was gonna fix this one. And so they moved me and found some random time for me to have an appointment tomorrow at 8:30.
That ain't happening because
8:20.
8:20?
Not gonna because of work. Just waiting for them to cancel it, but still not waiting. Can't get there. There's no. I'm really pissed. Go ahead, girl. I'm sorry.
So they broke. I mean, I just want to do the whole round. So they broke your stability track in the process of fixing it.
I replaced my stability. The stability track is basically something that's connected to your transmission.
Yeah.
I already replaced my stability track 3 months after I bought the car. Exactly.
That car was coming back 30 days after the fact. You know what?
Well, I did. It didn't mess up until 3 days. So 3 months afterwards. But it was December 2016.
You're right.
That because I was going to LA when it happened.
Right.
So December 2017, when I'm trying to go to Camden.
My car's cool.
I really thought my car.
No, I'm sorry.
Blanket.
I'm so sorry. So my friend who was on there, he said he tuned in, so I waved. He was like, "It's mad awkward because I waved back." You're just as bad as us. It's fine. You're good, friend. It's all right. You're just as awkward as me.
I guess it's on you.
Oh,
you got some crumbs. You got a napkin? You got to be face clear. I'm holding puffs. You really want to hold puffs with that? I got to be I'm the puff holder.
So.
Puff holder. Puff holder.
If you want
a puff, reach it.
My bucket. Okay, so, what had happened was there's several things that happened between recordings, but the one we're gonna start off with. We're gonna start off with this work one, so I can get it out the way because you ain't gonna fuck with me like I'm dumb. One IT lady.
Is she one?
Yes.
I was going upstairs. Also, them dogs need to go to the bathroom.
It's an Asian movie or
they need to go
or an urban movie. Either way.
No. I mean, like we don't want to like that. Those dogs is not listening.
Anywho, so I've been having electronical and one cloud issue since 2017 around October. My boss bought me a whole new computer because the IT company said that's what I needed for this one cloud to work. Mind you, I'm the one that basically works on all of the files in this one drive. I have to get access to them, right? Right. So it doesn't make sense that I still don't have access to these files. The files are my job. Without these files, I have no job. I just sit at a computer and play solitaire. Hope she's not watching because I still want my check. But, I've asked and pleaded and been a very nice person about connecting me so I can stay connected and get my work done. I actually want to work. I'm the type of person that I can't sit down and look at something and just be content. I do have to work on something also because I'm the only Black person there. So it's like,
come to Melanie.
I'm starting to have to work. I'm starting to have to work on something. I sent them a nice little letter.
She wrote a letter. Shout out.
In my email.
I'm gonna write a letter.
It was nice because I told you what I would have put.
You know.
About
I told you to kill him with kindness.
this OneDrive being disconnected for a good 3. We're in the next year where everything that you said that we had to do was done and I'm still not connected. So my letter goes as quoted. I am honestly confused and upset about the issue of my OneDrive being disconnected with any and every disturbance. AKA, why my shit ain't working.
Right.
I need my OneDrive connection set up correctly and as efficiently as possible.
What you gonna do is fix my shit.
I am the only one in the team having this issue while being the main one on the team that heavily relies on the files within the OneDrive. A new computer and accessories have been purchased solely for a OneDrive to work, and it still does not. I did everything that you told me I could do.
Come on.
But you replace my shit.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm the only Black person in here to do this job.
Anyway, if this means that 2 or more people have to work on this issue, then so be it. As in, y'all gonna fix my.
It's a group project, man.
All of y'all.
Group. Everybody pitches in.
We are under the impression that Matt set up these connections, which would mean he would know where to fix it.
Call Matt.
Since he is Matt. Since he is out of the office until the 4th, someone would need to start the process of finding out what exactly is wrong with the setup and connection of my OneDrive until he is available. I.e., one of y'all bitches in there need to do some Google.
Let him stay on vacation. This is what we pay y'all to do.
The issue has haunted me on and off since the computer was installed, and I do not want to continue 2018 with this issue.
Y'all making my nerves bad and giving me headaches. Fix my stuff before.
2017.
Please advise on the next step to take to find a solution for this issue. Thank you for all that you do.
You better send a response or I'm sending this computer back. That's what's gonna happen.
You don't do shit, bitch.
Oh.
So basically, this little white heifer who's been touched my computer 15 times and they're telling me she is white.
Shout out to your skin question.
Leg ham.
So basically, she's in there telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Clearly you don't.
I don't.
You broke it.
I don't know what I'm talking about. You know why?
So I called you.
Exactly. That's why we hired you. You're the one that set up this on my computer.
One job.
And y'all don't know what you're doing. So basically, I explained and explained everything that's happened.
I even wrote a letter.
I wrote a letter.
And an email.
And
2
an
emails.
email.
Copied your boss, my boss, and the boss of boss.
And I
boss.
called.
I was about to say, you called.
Tyrone.
So this heifer finally gets on my computer and sends me an email saying, oh, all the things that you described that are happening happened.
But that's like the IT department at my job. So did you try this? I just told you 5 minutes ago. I tried it. I wouldn't call you if I knew it.
I got that email Friday when I'm off, so she was lucky that I wasn't on the clock, because if I was on the clock, you realize my response would have went off.
Okay.
Because why would I email you about something that didn't happen? See, now I'm out here looking like the angry black lady in my email. And y'all sitting there thinking I'm being dumb.
What's up to work?
That's why I don't fuck with nobody. I don't want nobody fucking with me.
Well, I need her check.
Amen. So on to the next one.
On to the next one.
I don't appreciate men, entitled men.
Ooh, there's a lot of y'all. Us.
I mean, and everybody has their moments of entitlement, but like for some reason, some niggas just feel entitled to your time, and you're not.
We claimed the con in 2017. What happened?
This happened right before it flipped.
Oh.
So I'm in the car with my good friend. Get in the car. I get this call from this random number. I don't save numbers.
Me neither.
And lucky for you, if you put your name within the first text that you send me, Apple will say, hey, this may be Tyrone.
Tyrone.
This may be Tyrone. Lucky for you, Apple does that, because I wasn't going to put that in there.
She sure
Just a
was.
semicolon.
Yeah, it's like maybe semicolon.
You might get on
Tyrone.
You might get on the do not. Oh, but that county closed too. You know they don't never close.
Let me send another message.
So I don't save numbers. So this random number calls me. I'm in the car with my good friend who is a guy. We driving. I'm about to go into this Marshall's. I get a call, and it says, who is this? I think I called the wrong damn number. This is how they start off the situation. I say, well, who are you? You call me. No, who is this? I said, well, I'm Brenda. Who are you? We all put that up in there because I just put 6'2" question mark.
They sent us an email. I ain't gotta go.
Wait for email for 45 minutes.
Anywho, back to my story.
My bad.
I said, I'm Miranda. Who are you? This nigga says, oh, Lorinda, you sound good as fuck. What you doing today? And I'm still, like, mind you, it's going through my Bluetooth so everybody can hear it, so my friend can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm driving, but who is this? I don't have your number saved. I don't know who this is. You don't know who I am. You've been calling me Lorinda.
Lorinda!
For the past 5 minutes. Not getting anywhere. Trying to, I don't know, have some type of actual connection or relation. But I don't know who this is. So, mind you, my friend was like, yo. He says, yo, she doesn't know who you are. And you don't know who she is. So I think you just called the wrong number. You know, just keep it moving. She's not really trying to do anything. She's driving. Very calm. Very, nothing, no hostility in his voice. Just, hey, you need to get off the phone. This man went from 0 to 1 million within that second.
Do it.
He says, shut your pussy ass, nigga, bitch ass face
Bitch
up.
ass, boy ass, mark extra ass, pussy ass. No,
I'm sitting here trying to talk to the motherfucking Lorinda.
Not Lorinda, Lorinda.
And your bitch ass in the way.
Facts, get out the way.
How?
My friend goes, yo, she doesn't know who you are. Like, just hang up. Just keep it going. He says, fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Tyree.
Yeah, Tyree, shut the fuck up.
I was confused because you didn't know me at all. And so who is Tyree? I'm confused, so I say, who? He keeps on going on. And my friend was like, you doing all this talking on the other end of a phone. Like, bruh, it's not that serious.
I like it.
This man says, well, bitch ass nigga, you can meet me on the corner of Brook Road and something in the big black Cadillac, and I'll murk your ass.
Murk.
Question.
Me and my friend was like, where are we going?
Everybody going down.
Who has the Cadillac?
Who got the black Cadillac?
Exactly, where are we going?
Am I supposed to go rent one? Who has this big black Cadillac?
Everybody going down.
What is going on? And he keeps on going. He's like, I'll fuck your ass up. Fuck you, Tyree. Turns out the motherfucking Low Brenda.
Low Brenda. I need y'all to get that correct. It's Low Brenda.
Baby, what's your name?
Nah,
Brenda.
not today. It's Low Brenda.
How you here?
Hey, you two over there like right? Low Brenda.
Low.
And Tyree.
Y'all know he
But
died
like-
out.
Was it spelled with a Q or a K?
I don't know.
You know what's got a Y, Q, and a K.
Right, because I'm like, the person who was
T-Y.
in the card has a K in his name.
T-Y-Q-E-K.
T-Y-Q.
T-Y-Q.
Uh-huh.
U.
Oh, you
I-K.
Right.
Oh, there's an R.
Right, we both wrong.
Right. So then I just hang up. I was like, okay, goodbye.
There's no I, people to eat.
The way she said it, because she said Tyreek's a dash in between.
You're right.
So I just said goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. I then, just look at the number and you can go and look at messages. It was this guy who was circling around me at the gas station. And you know how you give your number and you mess up and you give your number to the wrong person?
Reject hotline.
It was him. And I still don't understand how he got Tyree. But he texted me later on. He was like, that stunt you pulled wasn't funny.
I thought back over because she ain't telling me the part that he was circling around the car. That's news to me.
So, he was like, that stunt you pulled wasn't funny.
I'll up the camera.
I thought you said you ain't have no nigga. And I said, well, I don't know who this is. Once again, my name is Brenda. You kept on calling me Brenda. So apparently you didn't know who you actually called. And then he kept trying to say, let's meet up. And I'm like, I'm not finna do that now. You told me to meet you on Brook something Road in a big black Cadillac and we getting murked. But basically, you see how mad he got within 10 seconds, and you over here dying.
Real quick.
The document.
So if you watch her snaps, you can see a nice funny video that will make you laugh for about 2 hours. Just let you know.
When I say my phone is blowing up on Snapchat, because people are like, I shouldn't be laughing this hard.
But we were.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't feel that bad. I was laughing. Because first of all, why was it in your mouth?
That's so nasty. But basically, you see how mad he got within 10 seconds of since somebody saying no.
0 to 100, real quick.
It was
Real quick.
no. It was irritating because you obviously felt like I was entitled to have this conversation, or you were entitled for me to have this conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to.
Yes, you did.
I didn't have to do
You hit the phone,
anything.
Lorraine. You don't talk to me, Lorinda.
First of all, the answer to the phone, Lorinda does not exist.
Lorinda exists. Shut the fuck up, Tommy.
Shut the fuck up, Tommy. So confused.
That's gonna be
Still
my new
don't know.
hashtag. Every time somebody say something crazy.
Still don't know who Tyreek is.
How much we get the spelling down correct?
They're trying to talk about fucking Lorinda. Mind you, he did call back, and this one was with me.
I like
That's what I was talking to.
Mhm.
So you talk to. Oh God.
No, it was nothing. Like he was like, "Who is this? Who did I call?" And he just answered. He was like, "You got the wrong number."
I really did.
Oh, goodbye. So it was handled. I was like, I don't know. I still don't know. I think the number's still not saved, so I still don't know who he is.
I'm looking for so man. This is the wrong number. Ain't no Lorinda here. And then she told me the story. I was like, oh, well, he called.
Defeat. Anyway, that was the end of this Tabasco.
I just have one question. If you smoke crack,
I knew it would be something stupid.
become an addict,
Yeah.
Mhm.
go to rehab,
Yeah.
quit cold turkey. Do you miss?
I'm pretty sure you go through withdrawals.
I feel like
Not a withdrawal, just like a I
like sometimes, like memories.
like, oh, today was rough.
I mean, according to Wolf on Wall Street,
I
you missed
did.
it's a little bump. So apparently you missed a little bit, according to Wolf on Wall Street. I did think that's what they talk about literally. A lot through the movie, drug use.
Oh.
Drug use. But I feel like you do. I think like it's anything that you have a habitual use of. Like if I were to just like go natural, well, my hair technically is natural, but if I were to do my hair every day,
Yeah.
I would have been like, you know what? Wigs were fun.
She gonna do that.
It's like if I were to like stop.
That will last
sugar.
all of a day.
It lasts all of 2 weeks in 2017, as you see.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about that whole natural. She put the wig on. Sorry.
I'm just saying, like
She natural underneath.
I know. I mean, the whole grade out. It's gonna be.
it happened.
I know. I did. I remember.
That's like this protective style thing. It was the first day. Give it a whole bunch of days. 7 of the day. Yeah, I'll probably see my hair up like this by like November. For my birthday.
Just get a wig.
So it's like, I feel like you would miss crack a little bit.
But like how
Not
that
like-
conversation?
Not like you miss the effects of it. You don't
Mhm.
miss what it did to your environment. Like you miss like, ooh, that little jolt of energy
Mhm.
and
Superhuman
euphoria.
strength.
And
'Cause I'm thinking,
superhuman
like-
strength.
Like
Speed.
if I cut out sugar,
Mhm.
I was like, bitch, I miss zebra cakes.
It's what?
I miss zebra cakes. Because I cut out sugar.
I mean, after a while, you don't miss it. But
So
it
I
depends
guess
on what
it's
your
like-
intake is.
But do you still have cravings?
It depends on your intake. I feel like if you cut out sugar like completely, sugar's in everything. So like sugar means sugar, not crack, because
Yeah.
you kind of control your intake of crack. Be
Right.
honest. Sugar's in everything, right? Sugar's in everything. So it depends on your level of cutting out sugar. So you like going to the point where you're making everything and growing it in your backyard, or like you're just cutting out your extra processed sugar like zebra cakes, soda, juice, candy, your snacks.
Oh shit! I cut out sodas 20 this year.
So yeah, use the soda. So how hard was it for you to cut out the sodas, and do you miss it?
I don't miss sodas. It's easy to cut out sodas because I used to do it. Like 2017, I was doing an experiment with my skin.
Right.
So me drinking sodas caused a ton of breakouts. Me not drinking sodas, like skin cleared up instantly. So it's just like I was going into 2018, like, okay, I just have to cut out sodas.
But
The
I'm
next
saying-
thing, the next big step is gonna hurt like a mess because I haven't tried this. Not juice, cheese, dairy.
Do you cut out milk?
I'm about to. But I'm about to like do the same test. Because that's what I pretty much did 2017, like the like allergy test or whatever. So I'm about to do one on dairy. I'm nervous.
So you miss soda?
Because do you know there are cheese bees?
It's called
Cheese
Cheetos.
toast? I know, but like
the show for tonight. We're not going down that road. We not.
We usually like to leave you with a beautiful
I don't know if
quote
I got one today after that.
that will usually uplift you and get you ready for your week.
With the cheese coming. They're cheating me.
I don't know if we have one today. Because honestly, I'm flabbergasted.
Y'all ready?
Threw up.
So I don't know who started it, but I did see this trending on
Thank you.
Instagram. So shout out to whoever created it. But
Tyrone
it kind
and
of rolls
D-Block.
into the topic for today, especially with the Cheetos comment and the drinking more
Tyrone
water.
and D-Block.
So the thing I saw was drink more water, read more books, and stay away from hoes.
What kind of hope?
Right.
It don't go into description. It just says hoes. HOES.
So I
Because-
could use the gardening tool.
Bro.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You know you gotta turn this off.
Right, we still on. We still live.
Come on, Flutter, I need a remote.
That's how you gonna work out that cheese. Some of the Cheetos.
Y'all like my sweatshirt? It says nope. And then it says not today.
Who made it?
Macy's.
Did you see his?
Did you see his? It says, yes, you can.
You can't read.
Loyal friends and flaky.
Search that.
50 Shades of Negro. Hey, girl. 50 Shades of Negro merch coming soon. All right.